Hi there. I would like to talk to you a little bit today about personal branding. Personal branding is something that is often talked about by people. People kind of give a nodding acquaintance to it. However, they seldom pay serious or conscious regard to it. We have often seen that, when we use the word personal branding, it is associated with some kind of a commodification of the individual, or trying to think that, am I trying to create a false image or a perception about myself, which is about selling my goodness, or about selling myself or positioning myself somewhere. It is kind of associated with wrapping at best, which is something which is just exterior, something which is just ephemeral, something which is just there for that time and is not real. However, nothing could be far from reality than that. Branding is real. If you ask me what is a brand is a sign or a signature or a insignia that is used to remember an object, an individual, an event, right? So we all need certain kinds of brands. If you look at it, those five circles in many way are the brand image of Olympics. If you look at the roses, they are the kind of brand image of the British, uh, you know, the British ruling class, right? If you look at the three lions, they are the brand image of the English cricket team. Similarly, whenever we talk about personal branding, it is in many ways always existent, whether we like it or not. It's a perception that exists for us in the eyes of people. And in this day and age of COVID, when we are kind of present over the social media all the time, we are posting, we are tweeting, we are retweeting, we are putting comments, we are sharing information, sharing music. uh, we are branding ourselves all the time. Now, the point is, either we are doing it consciously or we are not doing it consciously. Either we are careful about what is it that we are trying to make our brand look like, or we are just letting it be. So if you leave it to chance, it will always be by chance. So some people will have a certain point of view about you, some people will have a differentiated point of view about you, which might be the case and which might work for you at a certain stage of your career. But when you are consciously trying to build a career, build a reputation for yourself, and a reputation in many which ways today precedes your physical presence. Even before you have gone for an interview, people have checked up your CV, have looked you up on LinkedIn. People have kind of looked you up on Facebook and have found out the kind of brand that you showcase. The perception is there. So brand is real, it exists, whether you like it or not. The point is, how can you be in touch with your brand? How can you make a conscious effort to see that you are in control of your brand? Now, brand creates a couple of very major things, right? All brands try to do that, and personal branding is no different from that. One of the things is brands try to create recall. And the second thing is brands try to create an emotional connect. Any big brand that you can think of does both of these two, right? It has a great recall. As soon as you look at the insignia, you would kind of recall, oh, this is Rolls Royce, the Ghost. Oh, this is Audi, or oh, this is Colgate, or oh, this is Surf, or oh, this is Mother Teresa, or oh, this is Gandhi from the Swachh Bharat mission. If you just look at the spectacle outlines, so there is a recall value of a brand. And as human beings, we also try to create recall. We take selfies all the time. We are posting our pictures all the time in different places. We are in a day and age of recall. And recall, if you look at, goes back to the earliest of human forms, to those hagiographics that we kind of did on the walls of the caves. We have always tried to create recall. That's number one. Number two, brands create an emotional connection. And how do you create the best emotional connection? By letting people understand the story behind the brand. So if you look at Any brand which does not emotionally connect with people, it will not last. Similarly, as a personal brand, you need to kind of connect with people who have similar emotional values, who have similar value systems in life, look for the same kind of things. You associate yourself with certain political ideology, you associate yourself with certain organizational networks, you associate yourself with certain clubs, certain photography clubs, hobby groups, etc., etc. So all of this, in many which ways, goes on to create for you your brand, right? And that is the point is, again, are we trying to do it consciously? Is the brand that we are positioning real, in the sense the reality that other people perceive about us is their reality? And then there's a reality that we perceive about ourselves is our reality. Now, what is that coming together, the interstitial space where both of them come together and we see the real brand? The effort of this exercise on personal branding that I want you to invite you to attend with me would be to see how we can make our brands real. What strategies can we use to see that that reality gets perpetuated across different media, especially in this day and age of social media, the different social media handles and vehicles that we have, right? How can we be in charge of our brand? How can we make our brand shine? How can we stand differentiated from the rest of the group of people that we have? And in this effort, we need to make a conscious, concerted effort. The step begins with you. I would request you to kind of join with me on this webinar series that we are going to be running on your personal brand. We are going to be calling this series as The Brand Called Me. I would request you to be a part of this conversation with us. We are going to be looking through a series of aspects which impact your personal brand and see how we can make ourselves brand worthy. So thank you very much for listening in to me, and hope to see you soon in those webinars with me. This is Ravi Chatterjee signing off for RF. Thank you very much.